Alright, it's been 6 freaking minutes, so we're struggling to recap the previous episode, but in our case, welcome back to Kira. In the previous episode, we all went back home, performed for a little bit, and then went back to our lives, and in the middle of the normalcy, Chie-nee started visiting Majima's house more often. The people liked her a lot to the point that they're thinking of replacing Majima with her because how mature and cool she is. If I remember right, they allowed her to come more often because, well, Chie-nee told them about her family successes and stuff like that. So because of that, I think Majima's member asked her to come more often. She didn't mind that and stuff. They said there was one more final performance that they all had to perform somewhere in Tokyo, and that was a success, just like a lot of other shows they did so far. And then the literature club decided to go to a studio to write for a little bit, to have some fun, drumming around, performing all random music or whatever. But then fucking Midori appeared out of nowhere, said that she was kicked out of the house and she's living on her own. She's gonna try to find a job for herself, fend for herself against the whole world. And then Chie-nee jumps in and asks her if she wants to live at her house for a little bit. Midori obviously was excited about it, but besides that, Majima feels like there's gonna be some sort of trouble with her living in her place, and I do too. So I'm gonna keep a mental eye on her. Besides that, we had a guy's night, sort of, at Onia's place. Watched some TV shows, drank some beer, and well, it seems like one more performance might be coming at some point. Oh, wait, by the way, back to the TV shows. There was this one guy that saved us at one point from a random pervert and then beaten us up a little bit as well afterwards. Well, after he found us out that we're actually a guy. He was shown on the TV performing with a brand new music group. Doing well, I guess. Anyways, let's continue on, and as per usual, sorry if my recap is freaking terrible, but I might as well keep it up as much as I can because I want to honestly and properly learn how to recap things, and sometimes in an entertaining way or in a normal way. But yeah, anyways, let us continue on. According to the calendar, it is supposed to be fall now, but it is still hot. This summer is so stubborn. I like the sentimental feelings of fall, so I don't want the summer to be too long. We are supposed to be wearing the winter uniforms from October 1st, but I don't think too many students will wear it. We are in the last part of the exam preparation. I'm supposed to be studying hard, but my motivation is not getting quite high. It's very difficult. I guess it's because I overcame my failing grades and now I'm on the safe side. Huh? I have to be in a panic in order to gain my motivation back. I wonder why everyone can work so hard. Perhaps if you go to the better college, you'll end up in a better job, better pay, and better life. I understand that. But I think only a few of them are studying to acquire that goal. I think the majority of us are studying just because we are told that we're supposed to study, and it's good for us. Am I wrong to think this way? Does the educational level really determine what kind of life you will have? If that's the case, I think this world is boring. Don't worry about it. No matter how high your education can be, it can still be fucked with by how everything works, unfortunately. I hate boring things. I can't even understand the simplest subject. I think I'll be having a difficult time in this society. As I look towards Murakami, I see him slacking off. He thinks that he can inherit his father's liquor store if push comes to shove. Usually children tend to seek a job different from their parents, especially when it's a family business. But in this case, he doesn't look at it like that. He has pride and love towards the liquor store. Well, as long as he loves it, I guess. He holds a certain love and pride towards so many things around him. He thinks that everything that is close to him is the most beautiful thing in the world. From his pencil to his friends and family. If he gets married in the future, he would probably think that his wife is the best woman in the world. I think he will have a happy married life. I always teach Murakami about this, but I'm actually envious of this side of him. I want to be that kind of guy. I think it's wonderful that he's able to love what's close to him. Oh, wait, the chapter. Oh, right. Lust for love. Is Chie-nee gonna come onto us hard? As I daydream and scribble down the mathematic formula, I'm eventually getting away from reality. In other words, I fell asleep. I usually dream when I sleep like this. Just as usual, I have a dream, but a very bad one. I'm inside a shaking bus that is running on the rural road. Wow, what tranquil music I'm hearing. There's no one that I know around me, but I'm sure some adult is with me since I'm just a child in an elementary school. I probably don't know who is with me, because I don't really like that person. I'm consciously not trying to think about that person. I feel sad about the fact that my mom is not with me in the bus, but she's in a complicated position in the family. It also has difficult feelings about her past. I think I was sent out here alone intentionally as a hostage. As I get off the bus, I walk the rural street and arrive at a huge mansion. I start feeling uncomfortable as soon as I enter the door. The walls are covered with black and white clothes, and there's an altar in the middle of the room. Yoink! I smell incense and naphthalene, and all the adults are in black outfits. I feel scared to see this unusual witchcraft-like atmosphere. As I remain around the door, someone urges me to go inside the room. As I enter, I'm introduced to the adults stare, that I'm a son of a deceased. I bow my head to them. They give me their condolences, but I don't know how to respond to them because I'm not sad. And I don't even want them to think that I'm sad. They talk about what part of my face looks like him, but I have nothing to comment in return. Oh. I go to the corner of the room and sit on my knees as if I was escaping from them. I can hear them talking about me. Their whispering voices are standing out, and it comes right into my ears. They seem to be criticizing my mom. I don't understand what they are talking about in detail, but I can tell by the atmosphere. I feel insulted and I want to say something back to them, but I don't have the courage for it because I'm alone in this place. As I continue to feel troubled over it, a child suddenly makes a lot of noise. A small girl is pulling on her mother and warning that she wants to drink some orange juice. She makes me think about my sister. Why am I here while my sister stays close to my parents at home? What's the difference? What's the difference between us? Am I being cursed by something? If that's the case, does this have something to do with my unknown biological father that is lying inside of this casket? That is the reason I am here. The funeral is not starting on time. Adults in black are speaking in small voices. One of them walks close to the casket and tries to open the small window on it. As soon as it's opened, he covers his mouth and nose with a contorted face and stabs the shoulder of the next person next to him. The person also looks inside the casket and contorts his face.
そりゃね、温泉に浸かったまま発見されたんだからね。
The other person speaks to them. I am still a child. I stayed quiet because I thought I had you, but I can't control my curiosity. I stand up to see what's inside the casket, but someone stops me from behind. When I look back, a stranger is holding my shoulder. He speaks with a scary face.
お前は絶対に見たらいけない。
Why not?
お父さんの顔はね、お化けみたいになってるんだ。きっと悲しくなる。
His words only make me more curious to see the monster. I don't understand what he meant by sad either. I think he's saying this just because he wants to leave me out. I am a stranger to them, so they are trying to be mean to me. I feel disappointed that I was stopped, and I go back to the corner again. I want to think of someone else's face in my heart to make me feel calm, but I can't think of anybody. Shit! Someone shakes my body all of a sudden, and I jump.
It's a giraffe!
Kirari is giggling with her hands on her stomach.
エビみたい。鹿くんがエビみたいに跳ねて起きた。
What? You're so rude! I feel something cold around my mouth. There's a slobber all over my chin. I wipe it off quickly before she makes fun of it. Kirari is standing in front of me. Oh hey, Kashiwara. With Kashiwara? I almost asked them why they are in my classroom, but I realize the room is empty now because it's lunch break already. Someone could have woken me up when the class is over. Assholes! I complain and I feel disappointed at how I don't have friends. No one even asks me to have lunch together.
気持ちよさそうに熟睡してましたから、起こしにくかったんじゃないでしょうか。
Kashiwara smiles.
ねえ、どんな夢見てたの？なんかブツブツ言ってたけど。
Huh? Well, I was dreaming of a naked woman and...
鹿くんってエロいね。
I know. I nod and make sure that there is no slobber around my mouth anymore. So, why are you here? I'll be mad if you disturbed my pleasant dream for no reason.
そうだ、それなんだけどね。
Kirari and Kashiwara starts explaining to me. They heard something from Toneya. It's about our final plan that Murakami talked to me about the other night. Don't talk about it in a loud voice.
うん、そうだね。秘密にしないと。
You heard it, everyone! A secret show! Kirari covers her lips with her index fingers.
内緒。
Yoink. She mouths a word with her lips.
でね、そしたらその時にまた新しい曲がいるでしょ。そのことを今度ミーティングして決めようよ。
That may be true, but can I ask something first? Are you guys in this plan? They both nod with a smile. It is predictable, but I feel worried that they decided to join in so easily. I'm sure you're aware of it, but this is going to be huge news. I think we'll be in bigger trouble than what we got in for the school festival. Are you guys fine with that?
望むところ。
Kirari punches up her fist in the air. Kashiwara continues with a smile. It's cool if you're willing to take that risk, but you never thought this decision would ruin the rest of your life.
何ですかそれ。
It's the narration. I just feel that way.
嫌なこと言わないでよ。それよりもさ、早速ミーティングと練習のスケジュールを。
Wait, we can't start that until each of our exams are over, and we know what to do after we graduate. You had to find a place to work too, right, Shima? Besides, we need to talk to Chie-nee too. I wondered if she's going to be at the clubroom today.
イスルギ部長、今日は体調崩して欠席してますよ。
It's a little butch. That's a first. It's in text form. Oh, is she? She is?
そうなんだよ。
Karate response instead of Kashi.
これから2人でお見舞いに行くんだ。よかったら鹿くんも来る？
She invited me, so I decided to go with them. Hey, if she's sick, my parents will be concerned too. I should check on her just in case. We arrived at her house, but no one is answering the door. She's supposed to be sick, but where did she go? It's suspicious that nobody is home because Chie-nee, her two sisters, her mother, and Midori-chan are supposed to be living in this house. When I call her phone, it is ringing, but she won't answer. That's even stranger. It's weird, but we can't do anything. We force ourselves to think that Midori-chan went out to look for a job. Her mother is at work, her sisters are out playing, and Chie-nee is sleeping and can't hear the phone. But that doesn't seem convincing. However, we have no choice but to leave. She should call me back after she sees me that she missed my call. It gets dark earlier now. It's already dark by the time I get back home after stopping by at the bookstore to look for some textbooks and browse through the comic books. I smell something good as soon as I open the door, and I realize that the dinner is a cream stew. My sister is Yuka. Congratulations. My sister Yuka is dominating the living room and playing video games. As a senior of a middle school, she also needs to worry about exams, but she's so laid back. I feel like I'm seeing something to her.
いいの。今日は塾もないし、一人でゆっくりゲームしたいの。だいたいね、私は兄貴と違って成績優秀、スポーツ万能で人望も厚いんだから大丈夫なのよ。余計な心配しないでよね。
Okay. That's great. She just wants to brag about other things. I don't know if she really have lots of friends with that personality, but their grades are really good. I can't really tease her about that. I shut my mouth and sit on the couch to watch my sister play.
兄貴こそ勉強しないでいいの？
I will after we eat. I'm taking a break for now. By the way, let me play Chew. That's the game I bought. I always go all the way to Murakami's place because you are always dominating it.
これ、もう使わないからくれるって言ったじゃん。
Did I say that?
うん。ゲームは時間の無駄だからもうしないって。
I probably sucked at it. I didn't see that. I love playing games. You're lying, aren't you?
ああ、ひどい。なんで忘れられるの？あのね、ゲームする時間があったら、その時間をもっと有意義なことに使って立派な男になるって、大見え切ったの忘れたの？
Maybe in some other different universe, Brad. I don't recall that.
ほら、彼女に振られたばっかりの時。
Then I remember. When that happened, I felt devastated about being denied, and I promised myself to be a better man so I would never be rejected by anyone again in my life. That's right. I did say it. That thought only lasted for a moment, but I did say it out loud. As I get quiet, Yuka sighs and gets back to the game.
どうせ付き合うなら、ちえさんと付き合ったらいいのに。ま、向こうが OK するわけないけど。
She is annoying me by muttering while she plays the game. The game she's playing is not a game with cute characters that girls like, but a horror game with zombies coming out from everywhere on the screen. It's a pretty difficult game, and the realistic pictures are quite frightening. I played it at Murakami's place, but I was not good at it. Of course. I used to play a lot of sports, but I'm not good at action games. I'm also afraid of horror. Same. No matter how many times I tried, my character was eaten by zombies, and I couldn't stop screaming even though I knew the enemy was jumping out suddenly. I realized that I'm not really good at these type of games. But look at Yuka. The female officer she is controlling is blowing up the zombie's head on every shot she fires. She also uses a knife and there are less enemies in order to save her bullets. Is she playing Resident Evil? She moves on with almost no damage, using techniques that I never knew. I mean, given at what time this visual novel takes, I mean, I'm not surprised they're playing Resident Evil 1. I mean, when was the release again? Oh, 96. Maybe it could be something else. Damn. The way I play is like a horror movie where the character runs around trying to get away from monsters, so the gun runs out of bullets. Better play is more like a hero movie where the character defeats the enemy one by one. What a gamer. It's hard to believe that we are playing the same game. The zombies are turning into bloody corpses one after another. Oh yeah, speaking of Resident Evil, isn't there like a 9th coming? At who knows what point? I'm definitely playing that. Not on his channel though, but on my own. As the zombies are turning into bloody corpses one after another, she continues to play while staring at the screen with no expression on her face. As her brother, I'm worried about her future. Meanwhile, my mom finishes cooking the stew. I realize that my dad is still not at the table while the steaming stew is served in front of me. When is he coming home tonight? My mom tells me that she received a phone call from him that he's going to be late tonight.
何か用があるの?
I wanted to ask him if there's any quick ways to improve my grades. He's a smart guy, you know?
今さらそんなこと教わろうとしたって無駄よ。
I mean, I could have asked you, but you're such an asshole, so I refrained. Yuka bursts into our conversation. She has a habit of mixing Worcester sauce and creamy food. Her cream stew is turning brown today as well. I question her sense of taste. I wonder if she'll be all right when she gets married. I'm concerned about her future as her brother.
だいたいコツとかじゃないでしょ。父さんは兄貴とは頭の出来が違うのよ。ついでに言えば根気も違う。
She speaks in a bossy tone, even though her sense of taste is messed up. I know, but there might be some kind of hint. He might know something that I'm not aware of.
妙な言い方してるけど、要するに勉強を教えてほしいってことでしょ?
Nam speaks while smiling bitterly. I can't admit to that, as a man.
言いにくいんだったら、帰ってきたら私から伝えておくわ。お父さんも喜ぶわよ。鹿之助は普段全然人に頼み事しないからね。反抗期もなかったし、食べ物の好き嫌いもないし、育てるのに手が全然かからなくて。
Despite him being an ale sometimes, he didn't have a rebellious stage. Well, at least not in your eyes. I mean, he tried various things, and in his own mind, he kept on pushing himself, like with the tennis until his body started refusing.
お母さん、なんで私を見ながら言うの？それ、兄貴に比べて私は手がかかるってこと？
Yes, you're an asshole.
あら、ごめんなさい。そんなつもりじゃなかったのよ。
But yes, she smiles.
まあいいわ。でも、兄貴も少しは勉強やる気になったのね。これも千恵さんの影響なのかしら。
You fool, I'm motivated because I have exams.
なんでもいいけど。とにかく、それだったら父さんに教わるより、今から予備校でも通ったら？みんなそうしてるでしょ？
Sorry, it was a package for someone at the house. Cram school, huh?
あ、それくらいのお金ならちゃんと貯めてるから大丈夫よ。そうしなさいよ。
Nam sounds happy because I'm talking about studying. I don't really feel comfortable attending those schools. I attended cram school for a while when I was in middle school, but it didn't last long. What is exactly cram school? A specialized school that trains its students to achieve particular goals, most commonly to pass entrance examinations of high schools and universities. My grades didn't improve after going, and I didn't get boards after I quit. I guess I don't really like being taught by someone.
鹿之助は天才肌だから。
つーか人の話を聞けないからでしょ。
I guess that's about right. I can't really deny Yuka's words.
でもね、当時は成績も悪くはなかったし、それでも良かったのかもしれないけど、今は違うでしょ？兄貴は結構ピンチなんじゃないの？
Hey, I may be in a tight spot, but I'm hanging in there. I got a better grade than Murakami in the last exam.
村上さんと比べたって仕方ないでしょ。あんな人と。
Shut up, dipshit. How rude is it to see something like that?
あの人、兄貴以上に適当じゃない。
That's true.
比べるなら千恵さんとにしなさいよ。
That's not even a fair match. She's been studying hard for a long time, so I won't get better than her that easily. Oh, by the way, speaking of her, I tell him how she didn't come to school today, and I visited her house today.
まあ、心配ね。
Mom raises her eyebrows.
どうしちゃったのかな？
I feel the same way.
お家のことやってて疲れちゃったのかしら。でも鹿之助、千恵ちゃんに何かあったら力にならないとダメよ。
What do you mean?
あなたは昔から千恵ちゃんにはよくしてもらってるんだから、こういう大変な時くらい力を貸してあげないと。一応男の子なんだし。
I know that. But it sounds like I'm observing her 24/7. I don't know what to do unless she asks me for something. I sigh as I feel alone. Our everyday life is not going as smooth as our band. The next day, it's not because my mom said something about her, but I'm concerned about Chie-nee. As I go visit her classroom, I found out that she's still absent today. She got that her teacher told that she's sick, but I'm still concerned because she never called me back. After school, I decided to visit her house alone. I push the doorbell after parking my bike by the gate. I hear it ringing inside the house. And like yesterday, I hear someone's footsteps coming towards me.
Hi!
This is Midori-chan that opens the door. I forgot she is here too.
あ、前島さん、こんにちは。
Hi, how's Chie-nee? I hear she is sick.
ああ、千恵さんですか。千恵さんはですね。
Yoink. She starts thinking about something? What does she have to think about? As I wonder, I see a grain of rice in her cheek. She was eating at a weird time like this. Hello? I mean, you live at your house. Wrong button. She tilts her head several times and opens her mouth.
ちょっと一緒に喫茶店でも行きません？ああ、これが食べたかったんですよ。
Yoink. She seems satisfied to see the chocolate perfect in front of her.
さっきご飯食べてたんですけど、どうしてもデザートでパフェが食べたくなっちゃって。でも喫茶店に一人で入っていってむさぼり食べるのも恥ずかしいじゃないですか。ちょうどいいところに来てくれたな。あ、でもこのパフェコーンフレークが入ってないですね。これ何かな？スポンジ？最近こういうの増えてますけど、私フレークのやつが一番好きだな。
Really?
そうなんですよ。前島さんは違うんですか？
Well, I don't eat parfait that often.
じゃあ今日は食べてくださいよ。それとも嫌いなんですか？
I don't eat it, but I don't need it today.
そうですか。残念だな。でもこのお店ちょっと変わってますね。喫茶店なのにいろいろ料理が置いてある。
They're in the usual cafe that I use with my friends. This place has all kinds of menus and the fashionable interior makes it popular among students like us.
へえ、そうなんですか。千恵さんとも来ましたか？
Yeah, but Chie-nee, I can't eat anything but with meat in it. Anyway, you said she's not home. She's not home, but where is? She won't let me finish my question.
そうそう、 それなんですよ。言っていいのかどうかわからなくて、ちょっと迷ったんですけど、別に口止めされてるわけでもないですし、だからいいですよね。
What is going on? I won't know unless you talk to me about it.
そうですよね。やっぱりやめておこうかな。
I don't know. I would like to know. Where is she? How is she? Has she been fucking kidnapped? What is going on? She starts to take it to her perfect and contemplates again. If it's something bad, I'll shut my mouth and just tell me. I don't want to leave without gaining any information after she dragged me out here. I urge her as she continues to eat at her fate.
前島さん情熱的なんですね。そんなに小さなことを心配して。
That's not it. Is it something difficult that you're trying to tell me?
いや、そういうわけでもないんですけど、前島さんが必死なのが楽しくて。
She laughs. I feel like I want to punch her with my fists, but I call myself as an adult. Well, can you tell me then?
そうですね。わかりました。
She finally nods.
ちえさんは今家族と一緒に実家に行ってます。
Sure? You mean in the country?
そうです。おじいさんやおばあさんも交えて今度始まるご両親の調停について話し合うんだそうです。
What arbitration?
離婚調停ですよ。
What? Who is getting divorced?
ちえさんのお母さんが離婚してたの知らないんですか？
I know that, but it was last year. You can't go into arbitration after all these months.
私も詳しくないんですけど、やるって言うんだからできるんじゃないですか？なんでも離婚したばっかりの時はショックで慰謝料も養育費の話もしてなかったそうで、それを最近お母さんがやろうって言い出したんだそうで。
According to her, Chie-nee's marriage gave some condition to her father, but they started arguing over it and wound up taking it to the court.
それで今田舎で相談してるんですって。ちえさんたちも一緒に行ったんです。
They are the grandparents again, huh? She did the same thing last year and failed to graduate? I feel disturbed as I think about that.
どうでしょう。そんなには長くならないって言ってましたけど、でも大変ですね。ちえさんとお母さんの意見も食い違っちゃってるみたいですし。
Is that true?
イスルギさんのお父さんって寝取られちゃったんですよね。
Not there, indeed. I wouldn't use that word, but yeah, he was being unfaithful.
内容は一緒ですよ。言い方なんかどうだっていいじゃないですか。
I agree. I guess that's true.
こんなみだらなこと、言い方に気を使う必要なんかないです。
She speaks with a disgusted tone of voice. Dirty, huh? She ignores my comment.
それでですね、どこで意見が食い違ってるのかっていうと、相手の女の人をどうするかってことなんです。
The other woman?
はい。お母さんはこれを機会に相手の女も訴えて、そこからも慰謝料を請求したいと言ってるみたいなんです。まあ当然ですよね。ですけど、ちえさんはそれに反対してるのがちょっと問題で。
Disagree?
ええ、そこまで訴えなくていいって。
I wonder why she feels that way.
それはわかりません。
By the way, how do you know all those things? Did Chie-nee talk to you about it?
そういうわけじゃないんですけど、最初にこのお家に来たその夜に、ちえさんとお母さんが喧嘩してるものですから、部屋にいても聞こえちゃって、きっと妹ちゃんたちも聞こえてると思います。
I see.
決して盗み聞きしたとかそういうんじゃないですよ。 本当に普通にしてたんですけど、聞こえちゃって。
I'm not suspicious of you. It's actually strange how she's defending herself even though I didn't see anything, but that's not my concern. It's a sad story. I never thought her mom and dad would be fighting against each other in court. If she was quiet until now, she should have kept it that way. Chie-nee did not mention to me that she was arguing with her mom. Was she hiding it from me? I never realized it. I thought I would see all of her secrets. So you were left alone as soon as you started living there, huh?
そうですね。でも、私はいいんです。ただ、迷惑じゃないかと思って、合鍵も渡してもらったりして、いいんですかね。
I think it is fine. You're not planning to rob them or anything, right?
そうですけど、私、ヤクザの娘だし。
If you're not intending to do something bad, you shouldn't be concerned about that.
そうですか。まあ確かに、うちはその辺に出回っているクレンタイ崩れではなくて、江戸時代から歴史のある由緒正しいパクトではあるんですが、でも他人から見たらその辺の腐れヤクザと一緒ですよね。だから、私を信用なんかしちゃダメなんですよ。
She sags with a complicated face. I think she's a very difficult girl. I think she's carrying something complicated in her heart, but I decided not to ask her. If I did, I'm sure she'd be talking about it endlessly like a machine gun.
でも、本当に大変ですね。人の家庭にこんな風に入ったの初めてなんですけど、イスルギさん家の空気はかなりやばいですね。家をこんな風にしちゃうなんて、やっぱり不定の罪は重いです。私が裁判官なら死刑ですね。
Their family's messed up.
なんだかこう、暗くて、重くて、私、こういう雰囲気とか空気を読むの結構得意なんですよ。普段の私の態度から信用しないかもしれないけど、本当ですよ。いつも読んだ上で、わざとみんなの心をかき乱そうとしてひどいことしてるんですから。
The way you derail with your words to other directions, except for the main topic, I guess that makes sense. You are?
はい。その私の慧眼で見ても、やばいですね。なんかこう、ドロドロしたものが家中に渦巻いてます。空気が死んじゃってますね。小さな子供まで明るく振る舞ってるけど、どこか暗いんですよ。お母さんはいつもため息ばっかりついてるし。
I see.
そうなんです。この嫌な空気とチエさんは一生懸命戦ってるんです。もう涙が出そうなくらいけなげですよ。家族をなんとかいい方向にしようと頑張ってるんです。すごいですよ、あの人は。私だったら絶対放り出すと思うから、ちょっと理解できないですけど、大好きです。
I didn't know it was that bad. I thought it was improving.
そばにいたのに気づかなかったんですか？
No. I feel guilty now.
仕方ないですよ。世の中心の中の苦しみは他人には見えないものですからね。見たくもないですけどね。あ、そうだ。これなんですけど。
Hmm? She rolls up her left sleeve and shows me the bandage on her wrist. Midori-chan? She smiles as I ask her with a concerned face.
違いますよ。そういうんじゃないんです。この間はすいませんでした。
Oh, so it's not? She nods, but I wonder what it is if it's not that.
ですね。私だってこんなことして傷つけたって他人はびっくりしたり嫌悪するだけで何にもならないって分かってるんですよ。
Oh yeah?
そりゃそうですよ。ちょっとは優しくしてくれますけど、でもそれって別にいい感情とかじゃないですよね。むしろうざったいっていうか、私のことそう思ってるんですよね、みんな。
Yeah.
わかってるんです。だけど私だって構ってもらおうとか、それだけが目的じゃないんですよ。意外と。
She looks towards her rest.
どんなに毎日が生きづらいか、苦しいかって、心の中にあるだけで誰にもわからないことじゃないですか。鏡を見たら健康そうな私が映ってるし、世間的に見たら貧乏ってわけでもないし、美味しいものだって食べられるし、旅行だってできるし、こんなに辛いのに、外からだともしかしたら幸せに見えてるのかもしれない。そう思うと本当に悔しいですよね。
Is it?
そういう時、傷をつけて血みどろでボロボロになった自分の腕を見ると、ちょっとだけ心が落ち着くんですよね。自分の感じてるものと実際の姿が少し近づいたような、ギャップが少し埋まったような、そういう安心感があるんです。わかりますか？
Oh boy. I'm not really sure.
前島さんは女装しなくてよくなった時、本当の男の姿ができて安心しませんでした？
Thanks for bringing that into the analogy. Yeah, I did.
それと同じなんですよ。別に誰かに見せなくたっていいんです。ただ自分で見てるだけでもそれはそれで。
She hides her bandage and looks into my eyes.
だからもし体のどこかにメーターがあって、その人の気持ちの苦しさとか楽しさを正確に表示できてたら、きっと私はこういうことしなかったろうなって思います。メーターを見せれば済むことですから。
I see.
でも苦しさが自分で思ってるより低かったらと想像すると怖いですけど。そうだとしても本当はそっちの方がいいんですよね。
She looks down and starts staring inside a glass with a spoon.
そういうメーターがあれば恵まれた境遇のように見えても、本当は辛い孤独な人に優しくすることもできるし、ちょっと恵まれない要素があるからって本当は辛くもないのに辛そうにして威張る人を無視することができるし。だからあれ、何を言おうとしてたんでしたっけ？
She tilts her head with a concerned face. I have nothing to say to her. I stare at her without saying anything.
あ、そうだ、思い出しました。
She waves her spoon.
つまりあれです。心の辛さなんて他人にはどうせわからないんです。前島さんが千恵さんの辛さがわからなくたって当然です。
Yeah.
だから決して安心しないでくださいよ。
I'll worry for her. Relieved.
そうですよ。本人が言わなくても、もっと辛いこととか複雑な気持ちとかもっと違う感情とか、千恵さんの中にたくさんあるかもってことです。いい加減に考えたらダメですよ。女の子の心の中はお化け屋敷なんですから。
Haunted house? Don't you have a better word?
とにかく女の子の本当の気持ちは深い茨の奥にあるんです。傷つく覚悟を決めないとそこにはたどり着けませんよ。
She is saying something that sounds like a line from a girl's manga. After she speaks, she shuts her mouth and eats her parfait. I want to say something bad again at her, but I can't find the right timing. I watch her eat while sipping on my coffee. The cold coffee is better with no flavor, and it's not very good anymore. I couldn't accomplish anything today because I had so many things in my mind. I feel relieved to know that she's not in an emergency situation, but I still don't feel fresh. I got her cell phone once again and ate my dinner. Then I come back to my room and lay on my bed. Duck! The next moment I get a phone call from her.
何度か電話してくれたみたいだけど、何？
I hear her unexpectedly bright voice. Not even a hi! It seems like you've been skipping school lately. I tell her how I visited her house with Kirari and Kashiwara the other day.
おかしいな。学校にはちゃんと家庭の事情で休むって言ったはずなんだけど、変な配慮でもしてくれたのかな。
She didn't know how people think she's been missing school because of sickness? Oh, so it was due to a family issue. Were you trying to hide it from me? I asked her and pretend as if I didn't hear anything from Midori-chan.
そういうわけじゃないよ。別に言いふらすつもりもないけど、電話かけ直せなくてごめんね。ちょっと忙しかったんだ。
That's fine, but will you tell me what's going on? She seems uncomfortable, but I continue to ask her as if I don't know anything. She still explained to me pretty much what Midori-chan told me. She talks about the arbitration and how she's at her grandparents' place now. Now that she told me, I can speak freely.
お母さんも一時はかなり落ち着いてたんだけどな。最近は全然ダメだね。
She sighs. Why didn't you tell me about it when you were over at my house and when we were walking to school together?
ごめんね。隠すってつもりはなかったんだけど、なんだか言いにくくって。
It's okay because you finally told me, but are you alright?
うん。私が何かするってわけでもないしね。お母さんが忙しくなるかもしれないけど、その代わり来月くらいからおばあちゃんもうちに来て家事手伝ってくれることになったんだ。おばあちゃんまだ元気だし、むしろ今までより楽になっちゃうかも。
She sounds fine, but I remember what Midori-chan was telling me. And her own way. She might be struggling inside. How are you feeling internally?
いや、それは別に。
She responds vaguely. I can't believe that. I'm concerned about her. As I think about how she was soaking in the rain last summer.
まあ確かに両親がこんな風に争うのは不思議な気持ちだけどね。しかも今さらお金をめぐってさ、本当に他人同士になっちゃったんだなって気はするよ。寂しいといえば寂しいよね。
She speaks with a bright tone of voice. I see.
だって20年以上も夫婦やってたのにね。子供まで一緒に育ててさ。普通の友達とか恋人よりずっと親密な関係だったわけじゃん。こういうの何なんだろうね。時間って意味がないのかもね。それもちょっと思った。
I don't think it doesn't mean anything.
でもすごくあっさりした関係になっちゃったのは本当なんだよ。ただちょっとだけ気持ちが変わっただけなのにな。それだけでこんな何もかも変わっちゃうんだもん。家族って思ったより簡単に他人になれるものなんだね。
She sighs and continues.
でもお父さんも家がこうなるって分かってたはずなのに、それでもやっちゃったわけでしょ。なんで逆らえなかったのかな。それにお母さんだってあんな無茶なお金請求したりしてさ、どう考えたってお父さんに払いっこないのに、めちゃめちゃ憎んじゃって。人の気持ちってなんかすごいよね。ちょっと怖くなっちゃった。
I see.
あと、なんかごめん。相槌ばっかり打たせて。私、変なこといっぱい話してるかも。
No. But how do you personally feel? Do you have a grudge against your father?
それは、そうだな。やっぱり、妹たちが不安そうにしてるの見ると、腹が立つことはあるよ。かわいそうって思う。
I'm asking how you are feeling.
私は。
She seems like she can't find the words. You don't have to see it if you can't.
答えようと思うんだけど、正直私もよくわからないんだ。どう思ってるんだろうね。
She laughs.
ちょっといろいろあってさ、今日も今さっき母さんと喧嘩しちゃったんだよ。私も疲れてるのかな。ごめんね。
You don't have to apologize. By the way, are you still at your grandparents' place? I hope you're not staying there too long like last year.
いや、それはないよ。 さすがに2年連続はね。明日には帰るよ。だから、明後日から学校に戻れると思う。
I'm relieved to hear that. Take care of yourself.
無理なんかしてないよ。でも、もうちょっとこっちにいてもよかったかな。いいよ、田舎は。空気は美味しいしさ、果物がなってたりするの。鹿之助も一回泊まりに来たことあるよね、小さい時。
Yeah, I got fascinated by snakes, but you punched me when I brought it back into the room.
そうだっけ？よく覚えてるね。
Of course, I was a victim.
ごめんね。でも、蛇大嫌いなんだもん。仕方ないよ。
Punch the fucking snake, not me. Well, I was trying to intimidate you, so I got what I deserved.
じゃあ、おあいこだね。というか、鹿之助が悪いんだね。
Yep, it was. I heard her chuckle on my ear, so as I admit it.
あの頃は楽しかったね。
I wait for her to say something else after that, but she keeps quiet. I'm glad you seem to be fine. Kashiwara and Chie-nee were worried that you might be so sick to the point that you couldn't even talk on the phone. As I speak, she laughs again.
ごめんごめん。カッシーとキラリにも心配かけてごめんって言っといて。
You should do it yourself.
そうだね。じゃあ、またね。
Hey, if you can, I want you to talk to me from now on. Everyone is concerned about you. My family will be glad too.
ありがとう。そうする。今回のことも、帰ったら鹿之助にはもっと詳しく話す。それとも、いらない？
No, I prefer that you talk to me if you can.
わかった。じゃあ、約束だね。心配してくれて本当にありがとう。じゃあ、おやすみ。
Good night. I jump inside the bed as soon as she hangs up. It's terrible how she's in this mess during such an important time like this. Is your mom considering that at all? She wound up failing last year because of this same mess. Why would she do something like this in the midst of exam season again? I know her mom has her own reasons, but is it more important than her daughter's future? I don't think she will fail this year, but I'm sure this will affect her exams. She should be more concerned about her daughter. She is so selfish. I know it's not right for me to be this angry over the little bit of information I got. But I can't be satisfied because she keeps on acting normal and won't even complain. It takes a while for me to fall asleep. Before I fell asleep, I remembered that I forgot to tell Chie-nee about her new plan for our band. Kira. Alright, I'm gonna end the episode here. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in another one real soon.